Hi, I'm Shamar Griffith, codenamed ComicChams.
And I am Andrew Tejada, codename Arate.
We love DC animation, so here's something we enjoy in this bonus episode of
Yet another DC animated podcast, part of the Forgotten Entertainment family. Hey, this is Shamar Griffith, codenamed ComicChams. When talking about a scene within a DC animated production that I love, the top one for me is Superman vs. the Elite. Now, I think we mentioned this before, but the film is an adaptation of Action Comics number 775 called What's So Funny About Truth, Justice, and the American Way. The plot focuses on what happens in Metropolis when a more showy and violent group of heroes make their debut and start receiving praise for killing villains during their battles to save the world. Meanwhile, Superman has to deal with the fact that his ideals and philosophies on not acting above the law and giving criminals, even repeat offenders, an opportunity at rehabilitation may no longer be favored, as everyone from the city of Metropolis to members of the United Nations believe that all of his work over the years has done nothing but create an endlessly precarious balancing act between society and destruction. It's been over a decade since the film's release, and I gotta say, even to this day, it has aged so well in asking us the question, does doing good actually make a difference? And it provides the perfect answer with the scene at the very end of the film. We are put through an emotional roller coaster at the beginning when Superman finally raises a hand against these killer heroes, leading to this big battle on the moon. Now, I know it's a superhero movie, and I know big moon battles is as showy as you can get, but bear with me. At one point of the battle, Manchester Black, the leader of the anti-hero group that we have, he shares with a battered, bleeding Superman that they are the future, that they're the ones that are going to save the world no matter what. And if anyone wants to get in their way, they can get the same beatdown that they are giving to Superman at this moment. And as he says this, with Superman looking up to try to plead against it one last time, the group kills him in this large explosion. The world is saddened to see the loss of Superman here because the Elite have decided to live stream this entire battle to once again show their power. And just as they begin to walk away under this false pretense of victory, they hear the ominous voice of Superman, who states that he finally understands. He knows that the only way to save the world is to be in charge and put down the animals like them. A dust cloud comes up, and all we see in this cloud are the dark red eyes of a shadow. We watch in terror as it gets closer to them. Even everyone around the world is terrified as they realize that this is no longer the Superman that they've come to love these past few years. One by one, Superman is killing the Elite left and right in front of everyone's eyes. Manchester Black decides, because he realizes he can't get out of this situation and he may end up dying from the hands of Superman, that the best thing that he can do is take the battle to Metropolis, hoping that being in the favorite city of the Boy Scout, maybe it might be just enough for him to snap out of this uncontrollable rage that Superman is now in. However, this perceived leverage doesn't work, as Superman is too far gone. Cars and debris are flying around as Superman does nothing to stop it, nothing to save anyone, all in an effort to end the Elite once and for all. When Manchester is the last one left, he begins pleading for his life, stating that Superman is above acting like this. He doesn't do this. And right when Superman's about to throw the kill shot, one person from the crowd steps forward and pleads with Superman to stop because he's better than this. He's taught the world to be better than this. Manchester, still in his fear and still distraught over losing so many members of his team, states that that's not true. Superman is no better than anyone else. And right now, he just showed the world that. Superman replies, yes, the world did see. They saw the ugliness of violence as a solution and it frightened them. It frightened me too when I crossed that line. It's so easy, the anger, the vengeance, but I'm not you. Nor will I ever be. And in that moment, it's revealed that Superman uses a team of super robots, as they're called, to save everyone around him. They were catching cars, they were catching the debris, moving people out the way, and in the end, no one actually experienced any physical harm. Even Manchester's team was saved by the super robots. They were pulled from their situations, sent over to the Fortress of Solitude, where they were currently having their powers removed and having arrangements made for them to be placed in the Supermax prison. Now, Manchester, given the fact that not only was his life in danger, but he also got played, of course he's still angry. He states that Superman's way only works in the dream world. To which Superman retorts, dreams save us. Dreams lift us up and transform us into something better. And on my soul, I swear that until my dream of a world where dignity, honor, and justice are the reality we all share, I'll never stop fighting. Ever. Over the last couple of years, we explored many mediums of what if Superman or someone with his powers was evil. And in each one, there's never been a moment where he doesn't lose to that temptation. The overall message from that is when the Superman fails and becomes evil, that's what makes him human. However, even in the beginning of this film, Superman states his belief that humanity is inherently good. I believe that that is a statement coming from his human side. This scene delivers us the shock value of the aftermath of violence, but that's not the point. That's not the lesson being shared. It's the lesson of being good. Yeah, it's hard work, but the benefits of it are way better. It's telling us that by doing good, it influences the next person and ripples out across the world to create a better tomorrow. That's why I love Superman. That's why I love these DC animation scenes. This is one of the many scenes that probably have added to someone's own concept of what it means for them to be good. In these few moments, we saw an ethical debate in a medium that doesn't get the recognition or appreciation that it deserves. But at the end, we know the importance of taking the higher ground and being the bigger person. I'm glad that I got to experience this, and I hope many other people appreciate it as well. Thanks for listening. Of course, Arte and I will continue with our coverage of these movies and shows within the DC animated world and always be open to sharing our thoughts about them. If you want to hear some more content like this, please let us know. You can send us a message on our social media accounts. We're currently on Facebook, Instagram, X, or Twitter, wherever it's calling itself nowadays. But in the meantime, take care of yourselves and remember, if you choose to do good every day, you're as powerful as Superman. Thanks again for listening. Yet another DC animated podcast is a proud part of the Forgotten Entertainment family. If you liked what you heard, leave a review and share us with a friend. Also be sure to follow us wherever you get your podcasts and on social media at YA DC Animated Pod.